So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create some really cool shapes and patterns in Blender really quickly using the array modifier. We've got this staircase, this torus pattern, and then lastly this epic vortex, which I'll show you at the end, so stick around to watch that. So first up, getting right into it, we got this staircase right here, and this one takes like literally minutes. Let me delete this and show you how I did it. Shift A, search up, add cube. Now from here, press GX, drag it along, then we press tab, and this puts us into edit mode. Now I know I'm going quick, but trust me, this is all really simple. So from here we press S and Y to scale. Now I can just scale it a decent amount. I can press S and scale it down, S, Y, scale it a bit more. Okay, now that main bit's done, we basically got the shape, we've just got the stair. We're gonna go add, click on add modifier, type ARRAY, array, hit enter. And now all of these settings are fine. The only thing we're gonna change is Z. We're gonna click that and press 1. And now look at that, now we can see it starting to come together. So all we do is on this count, just increase the count. And look at that, we got a staircase in literally seconds. So we can increase this, goes literally forever. You might see in the previous one I actually had it like a bit more patterned, looks a bit cooler. So let me show you how to do that as well. So first of all, add a modifier, bevel. This will make the stairs look a bit cleaner, a bit more sharper for the edges. I'll just increase the segments, let's say 3. I could always do more, it doesn't really matter. And then now, but there's a little gap right here, you see this gap? We don't like that, right? So all we do is we go up, factor X, decrease it. I'm gonna go to something like 0.9. And then that mostly removes it. And then maybe here, let's say we do like 0.97. Now it'll clip a little bit, but it'll remove all the gaps. And then one last thing, if you want to add like a pattern to the staircase, make it look more detailed, we click on this first one, hit tab, so I press 3 to go into face select, click on this face here, I press I, drag down my mouse, click, E, and then I drag in a little bit. And then tab back out, just like that, we create like a cool indentation on the staircase, just to make it have a bit more details. And obviously, let's say you can create handrails the same way, you can add way more details, and all the rest of it. So there we are, that's the first one, staircase. Second one, now we've got this like torus effect, and what we do is, and we can see we can change it, make it look up and down, and it looks kind of cool, right? So how do we create this? Let's delete all of this and I'll show you from scratch. First of all, Shift A, search up torus, of course. And now I changed this, I changed the radius, the major radius to 5, so it works a bit better. Now once we've got that, we go Shift A and we search up sphere, and you can see straight away empty sphere, hit enter. And now from here it's pretty good, so we're going to press GZ with the sphere selected, with that empty selected, and just move it up a little bit. Now with this torus selected, we're going to add a modifier. Guess what? Array modifier, of course. And this time we're going to use a different setting. We're going to uncheck the relative offset box and instead click on the object offset. And now we open this up, and for object we're going to select and select empty. Or the other way to do it is you can click on this object here and go to your empty, but I'm just going to do it this way. So object empty. Now you can see here we've got a second one created. So now from here, let's say you just go back to here, you increase the count and it'll scale it up. But I also want to make it go smaller as it goes in. So we're going to select this empty here and press S, decrease the scale. And now what will happen is that it will go smaller as well. So let's see that if we increase it. Wow, very nice. And yeah, that's basically it. This one's super simple. And then you can obviously change it if you just select empty. Let me see if I can get it. And then you can like change the shape, change it however you want, make it look as cool as you like. So nice, almost there. Now onto the final one, we've got this like epic vortex pattern, and it uses a kind of similar thing. You'll see this one's really cool. So let's delete this, and I don't know if I'll be able to get it exactly the same, but I'll show you close enough. So Shift A, once again, cube, GX, now this will bring it out here. And from here I'll press tab, S, Y, let's say I want to scale it, or SX, actually that'll be better. So now from here, what I want to do is I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to Shift A, sphere, and then with the sphere we'll bring it across. This one you can be a bit more random with it because we're just kind of create like a kind of random pattern. Not too important with the details. So from here, we're going to take the sphere, of course, we're going to add an array modifier, and we're going to use the same settings as before. Turn off relative offset, instead do object offset. This time we click on empty, and you can see it almost like perfectly fits, which is what we want. So I create a little bit of space, we can do it perfect, it doesn't matter how much you do. But now here we're also going to do GZ, and create some rotation, and maybe we do want to offset a little bit as well. And with empty, let's say we move it a little bit, do it down like this. Now it doesn't really matter the pattern, because what we're just going to do is we're just going to increase the count until we have something like this. Now in this case it's going to go upwards because empty is higher. If we decrease it, and especially if we scale, you see that we start to create this pattern here. But what I want to do is change the size, make it a bit nicer, maybe increase this scale, and you can just mess around with all the values, change everything as you want. But now from here, it'll create kind of vortex. We just go inwards, 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 inwards. Easy. Like that. And now, of course, if you made this wider, let's say you scaled the empty, you had the empty wider earlier when you started creating it, then that would make it like bigger. That's kind of how you create that pattern going inwards like that. And basically, the way you get any difference is just by changing like the position of the empty, and you get different results. Okay, and bonus one, why not? Shift A, we do UV sphere. And let's say you just wanted to create like a lot of a lot of spheres in a row. We just can add multiple array modifiers at once. Array, array. This one 0, 1. And this one 0, 1. Now we increase them all to 10. And we've got like a massive 3-dimensional kind of like just grid structure as well, which you can create. So that's pretty much it. I hope that's helpful. That's how you use the array modifier in Blender.